Welcome back to another video. So these will be my honest thoughts about Quantum Network or QNT Coin. So this is the trade setup from my last video. If you have not checked that out, you can actually check that out as well. So unfortunately we did not get the entry which I wanted to get around 96 to 95, but it did go up from my previous video, as you can see here. It did use this point as a resistance and came down, and it is actually down to the points which I drew that it could actually be possible to enter if it does go down. So basically, before we look at this, I will try to go over what is Quant. So Quant is basically the foundation of the blockchain economy. So they do not serve, I think, the casual customers. So they serve financial institutions, enterprise partners, and developers. So basically what they do, they work in a digital currencies, which is CBDCs, payments, capital markets, and even supply chain. And if we do look at their platform, which is the biggest of all, so basically their platform is called over ledger platform, where the enterprise that is for building blockchains, and because of that I think it has much more demand. So basically it does these things. So issues, tokenize or create digital assets without holding crypto, with fungible and non-fungible tokens for multi-chain deployment. And they also build a multi-chain application, control, integrate with their API for clear view, and connect, transfer your assets to new ecosystem and other things. So basically what they do is that they have this, what we say, the platform where enterprises can use it to build a blockchain. So to use the Quant, actually the QNT token is required. So they have a subscription of different things, as you can see here. So there is a light, standard, and even advanced. So they do not show prices, but they have the pricing mechanism. So in terms of its utility, as you can see here, Quant is used for these things. The first one would be to platform licenses fees, platform fees, consumption fees, add-on services, developer fees. So in terms of developing, they have these license fees, consumption fees, and even same. So in terms of user, they can actually pay in the Quant. So they have actually added more services. This was from 4 years ago. So they have actually added some other things as well. So I think those also require QNT token to be used. So if we do look at their recent news, was this. So just a second, let me see. So their recent news was this. So this is not, just a second, let me check. I did open that. Just a second, guys. I hope I'm not taking that much of your time, but in terms of their news, I think they did not have that good of a news. So yeah, so this was the news on March of 4th, as you can see here. The future of money and interoperable. So this is basically an article about CBCDs and programmability, tokenized deposits, and other things which they are working on. So basically they do releases these kind of updates from time to time to show how much there will be a demand for QNT. So in terms of token, as of now it has 14.6 million supply, but if we do look at the maximum supply on Etherscan, I think the rest of it is actually burned. So this is their burn supply, which was from their initial sale, I believe. And if you do look at it, they did burn 9.5% of those. So these are from the initial sale, which they actually did not get to sell on their ICO. So in terms of its second supply, it's around 14.5 as of now. So it does not have another supply going. So that means there won't be more than I believe there won't be more than 14.6 million, as they have a fixed supply. So that is pretty good for Quant. So as you can see here, they sold around 9.9, and 2.6 went to the company, and 1.3 went to the founder, and 650k went to the company advisor. So in terms of holders, CoinGecko does show who the holder is. So they do show their company address, which holds around 68k of the Quant tokens, and they have not been selling, as you can see here. So they did send these 12k to this address which belong to the team, I believe, and the team is actually not selling as well, because so if we do look at the quant team, so this one is also not selling as of now. So it seems like they are not selling because I think the development has been pretty good and they must be getting so much money out of those. So in terms of holders, we have these biggest holders. So this guy is not selling as well. Let's look at other holders and see if we have some sellers or even buyers. So and there, as you can see here, this one is not selling, and these are pretty old addresses, I believe. We have nothing to do here, so let's just take a way back here and see if we can find something else. So this one is also not selling, and this one actually bought, so we do not have that much seller. So I think this should be a pretty good hold in the long run, but it is still we'll talk about what is going on with this price. So these are the teams, and these are the projects which they have worked on actually. So as you can see here, they have a lot of projects, even Swift, even a Visa, even MasterCard. They have a MasterCard listed here. And if we look at their partners, so just a second, yes, these are their partners. The biggest one is LakeChain, Nexi, even Oracle is the world's biggest database management company, so they have a big partnerships going on here. So in terms of what do we say, bubble diagram, so this is basically is to help us track what is going on. So according to this one, so according to Dex tool, it has a circulating supply of 12 million. But if we do look at the coin market cap, which has a circulating supply of 4.5, so from my experience, coin Geeko tends to be more accurate than coin market cap, so I actually use this one a lot. But and as for coin market cap, it shows around 12 million in circulation. It's pretty good. There is not that much of supply in circulation, so that means it is not that bad. So in terms of wallet connected, as you can see here, there are a lot of wallets which so I think this one belongs to the exchange, and same goes for these ones. But these are the rest of the holders, which as you can see here, there are a lot of holders, which is pretty good. So in terms of price action, price analysis, as you can see, the Bitcoin went down last night, I believe, and because of that, these coins have reacted as well. So this entry was a pretty good, around $106. If not, I think it is still better to wait for this entry, and we also have a good entry around here. So this this support zone, I think, is pretty valid, around $100. And if we are able to enter here, I think we can actually head higher to the 150 points once it does go up. But as of now, it has rejected this levels around $128, so this could be a problem as well. But I think we can actually head higher if we do see a demand zone. But in terms of any breakout or anything, it did lose this trend line, so I think which is the reason why it could be going down. So I think it could actually retrace this trend line here. Just a second. So I think what it needs to do, it needs to retrace this trend line here and reject it and go back down here. So we can actually enter on $100, even if not, we can actually enter on 98 to even lower. So these are the three entry points which I think are pretty good. The first one would be around 100, the second one would be around 92 to 90, and the third one would be around 86 to 84. If not, we can actually enter around 63 to 56. So this project is actually looking for a long-term vision, so you have to keep that in mind. And we may also have a big breakout coming in the weekly chart. So if we look here, so this is, I think, could be very interesting breakout. So if we do see a breakout from here, I think it will most likely pump to the new highs. So you have to keep it in mind that this trend line was actually rejected here. So it did reject this trend line, as you can see here. But if we are able to break out, so I think it may need some time before it can break out. But I think if it does break out from here, I think it will be going over even $2 because this is a weekly breakout, and I think there will be a lot of traders interested in buying the token once it does the breakout. So this was it. I hope this video helped you, and I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.